Hello, everybody. This is Drew, aka Catching Rockets. I wanted to make a quick video on my trading method inside and outside bars, um, how I find setups for the next day, and then how I execute those trades. This is not financial advice. If you choose to follow these opinions, you're doing so on your own accord. So we'll start out right here. With what an inside bar is. So here I'm looking at the 1 day chart, and this right here is an inside bar um, on the daily scan. So what an inside bar is so this is the previous candlestick from the previous day, and you can see the high at this wick is up here, and the low is down here. And the high and the low of this candlestick are within inside this candlestick. So that's an inside bar. As a trader, when you look at this, um, and as an option trader, that's what I do. I do breakout option trading. So this here is basically a full day of consolidating with inside the range of this candlestick. And as an option trader, when you think of consolidation, you should be thinking immediately theta decay, burning up premiums, which is good as a if you're not in the trade. If you're not in the trade, theta decay eating up your option premiums is great, because you can get in the trade at a cheap price. So anyway, that's the basics on what an inside bar is. Um, how I find those is with my scanner here. On my Discord, I have information on how to set all of this up. But so I'm scanning here, as you can see, it says D for day. You can change that to whatever time frame you want. But today I'm going to be scanning on the day chart. And if I hit the scan, it's going to give me all of my results. And I do this after the market's closed to find setups for the following day. So I'm going to go to my favorite setup that I found on this scan, which is PepsiCo. Um, and if we go over and look at the chart on Pepsi, I mean, that's the one we were looking at. Here's our inside bar. But what's really nice about Pepsi is I'm going to load up TradingView here. This is my preferred way to look at charts. So this is Pepsi. We have an inside bar. Again, this is the 1 day chart. Inside bar on Wednesday, inside bar on Thursday, and inside bar on Friday. So basically we have a pennant forming here. And this is eventually it's going to break out in one direction or the other. And when it does, it's going to be massive since you have so many days of just tightening up more and more. So I'm looking to trade this. I'm looking to catch that breakout up or down. I don't really care what direction it goes. So I come back over here to Thinkorswim. And what I'm going to do is, so if I center click, it pulls up this menu, center click on my mouse. And this is a price level. If you don't have a center click on your mouse, you can also click on drawings and drawing tools, and you'll find the same price level there. This is a double click. So I'm going to double click roughly at the high and double click roughly at the low. Now, on this candlestick here, so all of the information is up here. The date, open, high, low, close. So if I highlight this candlestick, I can see the high is 154.62. So if I double click on this price line, I can just type in 154.62. And now I have my price level for the high of that candle. And then for the low, it's 153.55. So if I double click on this, type in 153.55. And then what's going to happen is the following day when the market's open, I'll be looking at the 1-day 5-minute chart. And as soon as a candlestick crosses up or down, I'm going to enter the trade. Of course, if the candlestick crosses the high, I'm going to be taking calls. And if the candlestick crosses the low, I'm going to be taking puts. And here on Twitter, sorry, I'm pulling up the right one. You can see Catching Rockets on Twitter at PerksAP. I have PepsiCo as a setup for the following day. Above 154.52, I'm going to take a 155 call. Below 153.65, I'm going to take a 152.5 put. And what I'm looking for is that breakout. So I'll be getting in and out of that trade fairly quickly. And now let me show you trades that have actually happened, so you can see how those breakouts look. So if we pull up Beyond here, so this is a trade that was, this is actually from Friday. So again, if we go back to my Twitter here, you can see Beyond right here above 114.93 and below 112.46, take a 112 put. And so here on this day, Beyond opened, came down, crossed our trigger, we took it, and it ran all the way down to here. And so as you can see, Beyond below 112.46, 112 put, went from $83 to $171 for 106% profit. Now, anytime you can make 100% on a trade, you're having a good day. But you can see this is not uncommon. So with these setups, we played Baidu 49%, we played Beyond 106%, we played Tesla for 200%, and Facebook was 94%. This was not posted on Twitter. This is only available in my Discord. But anyway, even if you just have access to the public ones, and I should add, my Discord's not a paid service, but it's where I provide more information and share things I don't share publicly. But so even with my public watch list, you're crushing it. Don't even need the Discord, but it's there if anybody wants it. So anyway, how I would recommend taking this trade is, let's go on demand really quick and to Beyond. Actually, I don't think I'll be able to go till last Friday. And I'm correct, I can't. We're in September. Oh, maybe I can look at Friday. Okay, and now if I go to the trade tab, September 24th expiration, and we were doing a 112 put right here. So I right click on this is the put side, this is the call side. Right click on that strike price I'm looking at, $112. So just right click here, go down to add, and I'm going to add it to my day trade watch list here. You can add it to whatever watch list you want. So if we go back to the chart, I'm not actually going to play this out. I don't want to make this video too long, but as soon as we cross my trigger here, I'm going to click the ask, or actually, as I'm approaching the trigger, I'm going to click the ask. I'm going to select the number of contracts I want. I leave this unlocked, which means this price here will follow the price as the candle moves. And as soon as I cross my trigger, I'm going to push confirm and send. Once I enter into this trade, I'm going to calculate my percentage. And just for ease here, sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. So you click ask to buy and you click bid to sell. So as soon as I take this trade, I'm going to calculate 20% of that trade. And let's just pretend this was a $100 contract for simplicity. I'm going to make a stop loss for $80. So my entry price was 100. My stop loss is always negative 20%. And so 20% of 100 is $20. So if this goes the wrong direction and it goes down by $20, I'm going to get out of that trade. But as you can see, and I can show you this over and over and over again, which you should actually do yourself, is go and backtest this method and look at it for yourself. But once I've crossed my trigger and I'm in this trade, I'm going to have a negative 20% stop loss. You press confirm and send. It'll come over here to your orders under working orders. And once you're up 20%, you can go to monitor and find that working order for your negative 20% stop loss. You're going to right click it. And I believe the second option is like, cancel and modify. And if you right click on the order, select cancel and modify, and then move your stop loss from 20 or from negative $20 to break even. So now if this trade reverses, you're not losing any money. You're just going to get out break even. And then again, same thing. Once this goes up about 40%, you can now move this up to 120. And once I'm at 120, I'll normally wait until I'm like up 80%. And at 80%, I'll move this to 140. At 100%, I'll move it up to 50%. So I'll be taking 50% of my profits. And I'll slowly keep on moving my stop loss up until I eventually get stopped out of the trade. And that way, I'm not getting stopped out of a trade early. Like I might be risking 20 or 30% profits to try to see more gains, to try to catch those 100 or 200% runners. The other alternative is if you can afford, 5 or 10 contracts at 40% profit, you can cut 8 of them and leave 2 runners that are all profit. So you have no risk at that point. And you can see how far they run and try to get out of the trade at the best point possible. Whatever your method is, you have to figure out your own risk tolerance and your own exits. I like to shoot for 2-to-1 risk reward, meaning if I'm risking 20%, I want to take 40% profits. You can do a 1-to-1 where you risk 20% and take 20% gains. In the case of 1-to-1, you need to be correct 51% of the time to be profitable. And in the case of 2-to-1, you only have to be correct 34% of the time. From my testing and my trades, this trading method with breaking out of inside bars is about 80% accurate. And, as long as you take the trades at the correct triggers, you're going to be profitable. And one thing I really like about the inside bar trading method is a lot of indicators leave so much up to interpretation. Like, oh, I see, I don't know, this candlestick crosses the 50 moving average, and the volume is blah, 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 XYZ. Um, so I think the stock price is going to go up to this. Whereas inside bars, there's nothing left to interpretation here. The high is your trigger for calls, the low is your trigger for puts. There's no interpretation. Like, whatever the high is a set number, and there's no variation of that. It is what it is, and there's nothing left to interpretation. You play the play exactly how it's given to you in the charts, and if you play the play exactly how it's given to you in the charts, 80% of the time you will be correct. And so, I mean, that should speak for itself. If you do this consistently over and over and over again with a 2-to-1 risk reward, you will be successful. You need to use proper risk management, meaning you should only be using about 2 to 3% of your total capital for any one trade. And if you keep doing that consistently over time, you'll have financial independence and you'll be able to live life on your terms. That's pretty much going to be it for the video. I think I've covered everything that I want to cover. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments section, hit me up on Twitter, or jump in my Discord and ask questions. I do a lot of videos. I do voice entries on my trades pretty much Monday through Friday. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Have a good one. Bye.